Yeah, no, it's a term.
I'm super old, so
We've gotten some nice like hoodies and stuff, sweats, kind of just clothes, and then the cleats are pretty nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chain too.
Yeah, the pitcher's chain's pretty sweet. Yeah,
Wow, that thing is terrible.
that thing's sweet. Yeah.
I remember when y'all broke that out in Houston. I was like, what is this?
Oh yeah, it's pretty legit.
All right, dude. Last regular weekend here in the season. How do you approach it? You know, we all know what's on the line, right?
Mhm.
So, like, do you feel that pressure, or do you like that pressure, or do you just throw it to the side?
I think preparing for it is the same. Um, I looked at what my last outing was and probably the last two and what I needed to work on, and so I cleaned some things up in my bullpen. So the preparation part's pretty similar. It's kind of the same. Treat it like another game, another week. But yeah, I mean it's super important. You know, I want to be the guy that pitches under those games where you have to win. So I'm super excited for it.
You have to tell yourself not to overthrow it. You know, don't try to strike four people out. You know, in any kind of
Yeah, I think every pitch matters at this point in the season, especially when you need to win these games. So just having elite focus with every pitch, and taking at bat to at bat, not trying to strike everyone out in one inning. Just taking it slower.
How would you assess your performance on Friday?
How would I
Yeah,
assess it?
how did you assess it?
I thought it was okay. There's a lot of things I had to work on, but in my bullpen, I kind of tweaked some things and getting closer to being better and feeling better and being super confident. And I think this week will be a really good test.
We've talked about this a lot with you, just having those innings now under your belt. You feel like you're a different pitcher, maybe from when you started to how you've kind of finished here. Like,
Yeah.
What do you think
For sure.
the most learning experience on the field has been for you?
Oh, there's a lot to it. I think you want to have experienced players on your team. And so far at this point, I've thrown a lot. I think I've thrown a lot. And the more I throw, the more knowledge I get. I get to read everything. And I think when I throw more, I'll be better. But like I said, this weekend, just have to take it one at a time, one pitch at a time.
You told us a couple of weeks ago, I think, that you've been kind of picking up on how a batter is swinging,
Mhm.
and that's kind of helped you later in the
Mhm.
inning, later in your outing.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you can expand on that, but just what is, like, kind of what goes into how a guy swings and helps you.
Yeah. Well, we'll get a scouting report before the game, and Coach Yeski and I will read through kind of what they like and what they don't like for each batter that they think is going to be in the lineup. But in the middle of a game or middle of an at bat, if I see, hey, that's not what it looks like, then I could just shake or go to something I trust more. It really depends on if he's showing me something where it's like if he's ambushing a heater and I could tell, I could just spin him. But that's just, yeah, you just look for that in the game in the middle of an at bat.
How proud are you? I mean, when you got here, we were talking about pitch counts and kind of working your way back and to stay healthy and get to the end here. How proud are you of that, and then just kind of the growth that we've seen this year?
Yeah, just kind of a testament to the rehab process and what I went through. I knew I'd be okay, but it was a long journey for sure. But I want to pitch as long as I can. I want to pitch till I'm 30. So this is kind of just the beginning of it.
30 is pretty young.
Yeah, 30's young. At least 10 years in the bigs is the goal.
How's the experience been for you overall? Everything
Awesome.
You expected?
Yeah, awesome. Like I said, this weekend it'll be fun. It's at home, which I love pitching at home. But it'll be good fun.
Do you like pitching on this mound? Is it like a good mound? Is it something that's comfortable for you?
Yeah, I think most of the mounds are very similar. Obviously, away places you have the atmosphere that's different, but pitching at home is the best. I mean, the box is different.
Did you notice anything different with the bullpen this past weekend versus 2 weekends ago when they were here? Just kind of seemed like maybe they were clicking better.
Our bullpen?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they've been nails. So having that kind of behind me and behind Luke is massive. And I think if Luke and I can get a little deeper and kind of save some of those arms, not have to go everyone right away. I think it'll put us in a really good spot. So for me, that's just being more efficient on Thursday.
What's been the most surprising aspect of SEC play for you? Just facing those hitters.
Surprising? I don't know. It's a good question. It's kind of how I thought it was going to be, to be honest. I mean, the hitters are pretty good. I don't know. I feel like every time there's a pop-up, it's a home run. So, yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot of older players in the league, a lot of stronger players.
The
So,
Parks.
yeah, I don't know.
What we were trying to say about this, it's an interesting dynamic because the last three national champions that are from the conference
Mm.
have had tough years
Yeah.
in the national title,
Mhm.
and it's kind of a reset of their roster.
Mhm.
Is basically the same, but the portal and the strength of the conference is clearly showing.
Mhm.
I guess you have a unique perspective in that you can see it from a different conference
Yeah.
coming to this.
Mhm.
Like, is there some legitimacy to like this is by far the elite?
Mhm. I think it's a different game of baseball. Here it's just you have more experienced, older, mature players. Pitching staff's deeper. The stuff is better, and everyone's stronger and more physical. So you'll get stuff like that where I think it's a pop-up and it's 3 rows deep. But yeah, I don't know. The Pac was a lot different, but the SEC, I mean, I love playing here.
It's just the resources available.
Yeah.
Have you had that this year where it was a pop-up and you go that far, you're like, huh?
I think maybe. Definitely watching. I've seen somewhere I'm like, how is that a home run? I don't know. But I don't know. I think for me, it's a barrel's a barrel. So
How many home runs have you given up?
I don't know. I don't want to think about that.
That's it. That's
Too
what I
many.
wanted to
Too
know.
many.
I feel like at the beginning of the season we were talking about 3 starters, 1, 2, 3,
Mhm.
and now it's been 2 and then the bullpen.
Yeah.
Can you kind of expand on what's happened there at all?
Having 3 starters pitch the entire seasons, that's super tough to find. That's very rare. So having 2 starters, Luke and I, it's kind of huge. That's what I'm saying. If we can get deeper in the games, be more efficient, I think that'll help that Sunday game where we don't just frail, and then in the 6th inning we're losing by a lot. But yeah, I think it's rare to have 3 quality starters. None of them get injured throughout the year. I think that's pretty rare.
Do you feel like your stuff has improved as the years gone along?
I think it's stayed kind of the same. I think there has been some things that have developed a little bit better, but like I said, there's still a lot of stuff I need to work on. Minuscule things, but I would say it's pretty much the same.
What do you expect to see from this Ole Miss lineup?
I don't know. To be honest, I haven't looked at their players yet. I think Coach Jeske and I will go over that tomorrow morning, but we'll see. I'm not sure.
How challenging is it to have that much weight on your shoulders? Like, hey, I gotta try to get to this inning so we can save this guy for next day.
I'm gonna try not to think about that. I think I might think about that tonight, but during the game, it's kind of first inning, first pitch, first batter, and then just see where it takes me. Hopefully, it takes me deep into the game.
What are some of those things you were trying to work through in your bullpen session yesterday or whenever you did that?
Just backspin on the fastball, throwing my slider a little bit tighter, and commanding it where I want, and then just kind of being able to throw the changeup and curveball when I want. But the biggest thing was the fastball and slider.
Have you created a better rhythm with Coach Jeske in terms of like how you want to improve those things, or and maybe even a better line of communication between you two in terms of working on those things?
Yeah, I think we've had really good communication the whole year. I tell them what I want to work on, and then right there we're working on it. So yeah, we were dialed for it.
What's the best way for a team to get over a tough loss?
That's tough. I think this weekend I thought we played well, and I think the Friday game was tough to chew. I think it really just came down to one play. Obviously, you don't want those free passes in that inning, but if we make that play, we won. We wouldn't really be talking about it. So I thought we played really well. I think with that, it's kind of just like flush it, whatever you need to work on, but don't think about it too much. Whereas other games, it's like, okay, we shouldn't have lost that one, or we didn't play well enough. That's where you don't really want to, you kind of just want to think about that one. But I would say flush it.
Tacos and margaritas.
Yeah, exactly.
Sunday, there were two different instances where there were guys in scoring position and you hit line drives right to the shortstop. What's your reaction to that as a pitcher? And then what were the players' reactions in those situations?
When we were on offense, yeah, I remember that. I think there's two of them. That's just, it's baseball. I mean, I don't know. I was sitting in the dugout. I was pretty upset. But like I said, it's baseball. Stuff happens. I mean, different day that might go through. But it just happens. Sucks.
When you're a pitcher, though, and you get
Oh, you love it. Yeah. I mean, I throw it. I kind of hear a barrel. I go, crap, caught. We're good. So, yeah, whenever the defense makes a great play, it's awesome.
I know it's something you can't control, but as a pitcher, do you like shifts or are you kind of hit against them?
I like them when they work.
Yeah.
I don't like them when they don't work. I don't really notice it, to be honest, unless it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Does Yeski call pitches based on how you guys are shifting at all?
Yeah, I think if I throw a certain pitch and we're shifted in the wrong area, we'll make a discussion about that and tell them to move. But I don't know, to be honest. I think Chief and Yeski kind of had that worked out.
Did you guys get together and watch games or just group chat?
Yeah, I mean, we were playing we were in the middle of a game, I think. Yeah, I think it was.
The start was an hour before you guys started.
Yeah, so I heard like what he did in the first, and I was like, "That's Skeens usually." So, but yeah, I watched it after. It's pretty good.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Gage.